Did labour.
Oh, I see.
You see.
Oh, he was very much. Mrs. Gribble said it took her a long time to get round to using ecru-coloured thread.
Yes.
And darling.
Because white was the tradition.
Yes.
And
Everything had to be white.
was white.
Mary said the cake would be spoilt if you don't hurry up. Isn't that lovely?
Isn't it beautiful?
And you know they never made lace on Saturdays.
No, I didn't know that.
Because that was the day the housework was done, so everything was put away so it didn't get spoiled.
Yeah. I know that
Just
one.
to sit in my
Yes,
warm
I
chair.
want to have a look at them actually.
It's the using colour.
Good.
Right, now.
How far have you got?
Oh, I've nearly finished it, gossiping about your lace. Anyway, I had a lot of fun, of course, picking over the seeds, my dear. I really did.
I told you I would have done it.
No. I sat down to do it, so I quite enjoyed it, actually. But I picked up all the little hairs as well, look.
But didn't they just rattle off the stems, as you said?
Yes, a lot of them did, but you see, really, it takes quite a while for things to really dry enough to drop off their little stalks, you see, in turn. So, and I didn't want the little stalks sticking on them, so I picked them all off.
But you see, Ian and his mother are going to be so thrilled that you've actually used them, because straight out of their garden,
They smell gorgeous.
I'm hanging up waiting for me to bring to you.
Yes. Isn't that fun?
Lovely.
Anyway, I've been messing around. I made 2 cakes, and Daphne's been the arbiter. She's been tasting everything. So I've been doing it. She keeps looking in and out. And each time she comes, I say, I've got another seed cake. What about this one?
She doesn't put custard on it, does she, like she does on most things?
Yes, she's rather fond of custard, isn't she? It's not one of my favourite things. Anyway, having tried several, this is the one that I've come up with. And this I've made with 2 different fats. The first time I made it with butter, and I thought it was very good. But I thought it was a little bit close still. So I thought, right, now I'll do it again. I'll do it with the whipped margarine, the soft margarine, which I did, and I like that one better.
But surely the texture of an old seed cake was very close. I mean, wasn't it a plain
An
cake?
old seed cake, yes it was. It was really a type of luncheon cake, wasn't it, Anne? Do you remember people used to be put in people's lunch boxes?
Well, to fill you up.
Yes, and that's right, and something that people might have had with a cup of tea after their midday meal. It was that kind of cake, wasn't it? They sometimes had.
Yeah.
Sometimes, I think, on occasion, people had it with a glass of sherry, rather like a Madeira, but I think the flavour of the caraway would ruin totally the sherry, quite frankly. Anyway, let me tell you the one that I think is good. It's 8 ounces of soft margarine, and then I have increased the sugar content because I think this has helped to make it moist. I've got 8 ounces of soft margarine and 13 ounces of caster sugar.
That's a lot, isn't it?
And that is a lot. But the combination of the ground almonds that I put in it and the sugar, I think have made it moist. So I started with a nice warm hand by beating up the sugar and the margarine until it was soft and light and white. And then beat in 5 eggs. So you don't need any other raising agent, purely the 5 eggs. All right?
I'm very surprised.
Very hard work on the old elbow,
but
my
I'm
dear.
surprised that the eggs are sufficient.
Yes.
If using plain
yes,
flour.
well, yeah, I've got some. I've got cake for you, and
That's
hope
lovely.
that you'll like it. I
shall.
think it's a good one. So 3 teaspoonfuls of seeds. Now, a lot of people might like a few more. I think that's enough personally. But you're going to take this for your friend.
Oh, they'd
the one
be
that I've got in
delighted.
the oven, yes, and
Mrs.
see whether
McCrow
or
would
not.
be thrilled.
Mrs. McCrow.
Yeah.
What a lovely name.
Yes, not MC, M-A-C-R-O.
Oh.
Full word.
Oh.
Yes, it's interesting.
Right, now then, so to that quantity, 6 ounces of plain flour and 2 ounces of ground almonds. And the ground almonds and the sugar, I think, have given it this nice texture that I like so much.
But you've turned it into a rich cake, haven't you, Mary?
Yes, I would say, yes.
A luxury cake.
Well, it makes quite a big cake, Anne. Would you call that a luxury 5
Well, I
eggs?
would-
Well, I suppose so,
yes.
considering you can make a cake without any eggs at all.
Yes.
Yes, I suppose it is. You're right. However, but something I omitted to tell you, when we were talking about caraway seeds, do you remember a week or so ago? I omitted to tell you, in fact, that if you've got a lot of it growing in your garden, and you think, well, I'll pull some of that out because it's going mad, you can cook the roots like carrots.
Oh, marvellous.
It's rather fun, isn't it?
Yes.
Now, a
I'll,
2 pound, tell them, Mrs. McCrow,
Yes,
that,
I will.
a 2-pound loaf tin, and a nice slack oven, about 7 Celsius, or 170 Celsius, or 325 Fahrenheit, and number 3 on gas. Nice slack oven. And you see, you've got quite a soft mixture there.
But Mary, in the normal way, one would have a hotter oven for a wetter mixture.
Yes, you would, but
To
you don't
make-
want it for this.
to make
Because
it
you've got
rise.
This, you've got this high quantity of sugar, you see. You don't want it any hotter than that, my dear. You don't want it any hotter than that.
That's interesting.
You want it just a nice, slow, steady bake. Do you want a lick out, or shall I scrape it?
Do not scrape it too much, Mary.
Sylvia's my lick out lady.
Yes, and look what it's done for her.
Don't be unkind.
I'll
don't
just
be
have... No,
unkind.
she's all right. She's taller than me. I'll have just a little bit round the
Right,
edge.
there we are. And this will take about an hour and a quarter to an hour and a half.
Yes. Is Sylvia
Right,
coming? Do you think I
now-
ought to leave this for her?
No.
I thought Jamila would like this one because it's the little ivory elephants. And
She
things
would
look
love it.
very pretty, wouldn't they?
Gold and ivory.
She
They're very,
loves things round her neck.
it's very lucky to have an elephant given. Did you know that?
Yes, you mustn't buy your own. You have to
No.
have them given. Yes, I think you told me that before. Yeah, yeah. I went to the craft shop and they've got so many new little things that are really quite cheap. They're bone, in fact, not ivory.